Welcome to the Prophecy Matrix. Today we open a chilling spiritual intelligence file. Most modern military documents become obsolete after 50 years of rapid advancement. But one dark battle plan for the Middle East invasion was written 2,000 years ago. This ancient blueprint names the ultimate enemy of mankind. They call him the merciless King of the North. Who is this dictator, and why is his army destined to march straight into the Holy Land? Look closely at the modern tactical map. Tanks and missiles are positioned across the fragile borders. These commanders believe they are making independent choices. They think they control the outcome. However, scholars argue that these global leaders are simply playing out a written script. The geopolitical stage is set. The final World War is not a random series of tragic events. It is a predetermined spiritual clash. The ancient prophecies are becoming our daily news. Let us examine the 11th chapter of the book of Daniel. This text holds the ultimate secret. Written during exile, Daniel received a complex vision of future human empires. According to ancient historical records, the text describes a brutal war between two massive powers. We see the king of the north battling the king of the south, a relentless historical conflict. Originally, the northern king meant the Seleucid Empire, located in modern Syria. The southern king meant the Ptolemaic dynasty in Egypt. They fought for total dominance. Caught between these two raging empires was the land of Israel. It was a tragic buffer zone. For centuries, this prophecy unfolded with perfect accuracy. Every single event matched. But near the end of chapter 11, the timeline suddenly accelerates into the future. It bypasses ancient history and jumps straight into the catastrophic end of days. A new northern dictator emerges from the shadows. He is the ultimate Antichrist figure. The scriptures state he will sweep through the countries like a whirlwind, possessing absolute power. He will command chariots, horsemen, and a massive fleet of ships. These are ancient terms for modern weapons. Picture heavy tanks crushing the desert and warplanes darkening the sky. His military might is supreme. He will completely overwhelm the forces of the south. Egypt will not escape his brutal conquest. He will seize control of the hidden gold and silver treasures. The global economy will shatter. This dictator will conquer nation after nation without mercy. No human army can stop his march. If you possessed this ultimate power to rule the world, would you stop at conquering your enemies? Think about the absolute corruption of absolute power. What would be your final target? For the King of the North, mere political control is never enough. He craves spiritual dominance. He turns his terrifying war machine away from the south. He sets his eyes on a sacred prize. The compass needle spins frantically on the tactical map. The entire invasion force pivots. The dark silhouette of the Supreme Commander steps forward. He points his baton towards the Holy Land. This is the moment the ancient prophecy turns deeply sinister. The spiritual true crime unfolds. He prepares to march into what Daniel calls the beautiful land. Israel is his final target. The northern king launches a massive assault on the beautiful land. Countless innocent lives are lost. Modern tanks roll over ancient ruins, crushing history beneath their tracks. The destruction is absolute. He establishes a brutal regime over the conquered territories. His ego reaches godlike levels. He believes he has achieved the ultimate global victory, but the divine script has a major twist. Just as he celebrates his total dominance, a sudden panic strikes. A chilling report arrives. Daniel chapter 11 verse 44 reveals his fatal flaw: rumors from the east and the north. These unexpected reports will terrify the supreme commander. He realizes he is surrounded. What are these terrifying rumors from the north and the east? Let us decode this military map. In modern geopolitics, the north points to a fractured alliance, perhaps a betrayal by Russia. An allied superpower suddenly turns against the dictator. The northern flank is entirely exposed. But the rumor from the east is even more apocalyptic. A massive new threat emerges. According to the book of Revelation, a colossal army rises, 200 million soldiers. An eastern coalition marches across the dried Euphrates River. They bring pure annihilation. The tactical diorama lights up with thousands of crimson markers. The eastern swarm approaches rapidly. Enraged and terrified, the king of the north changes his strategy. He strikes out with extreme fury. He decides to annihilate many to secure his shaky throne. The battlefield becomes a bloodbath. He pulls his forces back to a heavily fortified position. He needs a secure stronghold. The ancient text says he will pitch his royal tents between the seas. He traps himself in the middle. He camps between the Mediterranean Sea and the glorious Holy Mountain. This location is not random. It is the Valley of Megiddo, widely known as Armageddon. The ultimate stage is fully set. If you were surrounded by millions of hostile advancing troops, would you surrender or fight to the death? The king of the north chooses arrogance over peaceful surrender. He prepares his troops for the final stand. Look closely at his trembling hands upon the tactical map. His supreme confidence is shattering. The red warning lights flash violently across his panicked face. The invincible dictator is scared. He is caught in a deadly geopolitical vice grip. The northern and eastern armies close in. Dust storms swirl around his armored vehicles in the barren valley. The atmosphere feels suffocating. This is exactly what the ancient intelligence file predicted. Human power has a strict limit. The armies of the world gather in this narrow strip of land. They prepare for mutual destruction. Weapons of mass destruction are primed and locked on multiple targets. The doomsday clock strikes midnight. But the final blow will not come from a rival human nation. The true intervention is divine. According to historical prophecy, his end will be abrupt. The battlefield falls completely silent. The book of Daniel delivers the most chilling final verdict. He shall come to his absolute end. And none shall help him, not his wealth, not his massive tank divisions. His empire crumbles to dust. He stands at the center of the world's most devastating war zone. Yet human hands will not defeat him. The supreme commander looks up at the violently breaking sky. The ultimate judgment has arrived. At the Valley of Megiddo, the king of the north meets his fate. A blinding light pierces the darkness. It is not a nuclear strike from the eastern or northern armies. It is the wrath of the Almighty. He collapses onto the shattered tactical map in pure terror. His military vision is dead. The text is clear. He will be broken without human intervention. God alone executes this judgment. The invincible armored forces are swept away like common dust. The ancient prophecy is fulfilled. This spiritual file proves a terrifying dark reality. History is already written. The kings, presidents, and dictators of our modern generation are merely actors on a grand stage. They boast of their nuclear codes and advanced stealth fighter jets, but they cannot alter the timeline. The king of the north thought he could conquer the beautiful land. Instead, he found his own graveyard. We are living in the exact moments foretold by Daniel's vision. The countdown to zero continues. Watch the geopolitical news with spiritual understanding. The puzzle pieces are sliding into place. When armored divisions move across the dusty desert sands, remember this ancient written script. The dictator will fall, not by the sword, but by a divine word. The matrix of prophecy is real. As the dust settles over the broken valley of Megiddo, a deeper, darker question emerges. How exactly does this divine annihilation take physical form? The details are truly gruesome. Zechariah describes flesh melting away while soldiers are standing, eyes rotting inside their own sockets. Is this poetry or a chilling description of modern warfare? We must investigate further. The ancient texts describe human flesh melting instantly to the bone. Is this divine wrath or a nuke? Will the King of the North be a modern, powerful world leader? Share your deep thoughts in the comments. To uncover more biblical mysteries and secrets, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.